seen anything quite like that. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk.
The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer
Close the door.
of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and
Now we
sing.
can talk.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the... gorge that has sullied our hopes and
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. Good. The whole point of being in hiding is to appear to be someone you're not. It was the only way I could make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. I'll explain what I want when I want. Got it? You'd already be dead if I didn't like the look of you when you walked in here. But I had to know if the rumors about you were true. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? You're wrong. It is my business. You may be the only one that can stop these dragons, but you'll understand that soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. Grove. Don't waste time getting there. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, today's gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore
I'm
what
traveling.
we own.
You've got the inn.
Blood and our steel we
Right.
will
Happy
take back
trails.
our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. That's her business, not mine. Probably not yours, either. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Until next time.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Good dog.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. We know you are the false Dragonborn. You shall not stand in the way of the true Dragonborn's return. He comes soon, and we shall offer him your heart. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Why are they hurting you?
Mirak, help me!
I shall not fall!
We're here to teach you a lesson.
This'll
That's the way you want it.
up to you.
It's
Easily done.
I'm not afraid. I'm on your side. Oh. My analysis is correct. The dragon buried near Kynes Grove will be the next to come back to life. Come on, we've got to get to Kynes Grove. We need to find that burial mound before its dragon comes back. Dragons are coming back, and you're a born dragon slayer. That's all you need to know right now.
Damn shame.
The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. We hurt them in the past, and they have long memories. Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. Let's get going.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Ingra crossis saran, strundul, oth alan, lo bran now. Sulecto shur, arnal sulecto admorasus. Meis nu ismir, dovadebro, daman da rock.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time. She says things will get better for me once I start sticking up for myself.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
I can't fight. Not even a little bit. My family thinks I'm a
You're
little
someone who can...
troublemaker.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for sale, Take a look. do come back.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on.
Tired of bread and stew?
Shiny
Had enough of fish and
crickets
fowls?
for
Treat
your
yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a
all
tender rack of
crafted
ribs.
by the great Aorland, Grey Mane himself.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn.
Everything all right?
Spit for a Jarl. Come and see my
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Watch what you're doing!
Everyone is obsessed with that.
The security in White
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come here. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get there! Fight! Come on! He's not so tough! Come on! He's not so tough! Get him!
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Come on! He's not so tough!
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Fight back!
Come on! He's not so tough!
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Come on! He's not so tough!
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up! 12 septims on the big one!
Get him!
You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for... Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Skyrim.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Welcome, child. Yorik's sister? Poor child. Magic runs deep in that family's bloodline. It's not always a blessing. Thank you for this. Something for your trouble. Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Great.
Look, are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves. Here you stand, talking to a married woman. Why? Am I that interesting? Okay.
Mr.
Could you spare a coin? I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Olfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you... May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
What are you staring
It means so much to us to have the... Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, I'll... You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. All right, then.
Huh?
We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own.
There's beauty here unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. I'll show you what I know. Looks like you've already got someone with you.
I'm right behind you. I'll head back home if you need me.
Divine smile on you, friend. Lead the way. Lead on. Be careful! I've got your back. You lead, I'll follow.
I'll kill you!
Is that the best you can do? I'll bury you!
Oh.
What was that?
You're dead. Here we go. I knew it!
Hey, careful! Fire, frost, or lightning. Found over here!
Huh? Ha! Found you!
What was that? What was that?
No more! I healed!
I should have come here.
Huh?
Now ain't this a surprise? I've had enough of you! Do your worst! Come on, come on! Tell you what, you start running, or I can stab you. I can't afford. You don't have a chance.
Now you'll pay.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know. No, I think I got this one. Thanks, though. There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Let's get going then.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Maik's father was also called Maik. Maik wishes you well. Maik knows much.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him?
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Oh. Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? Then we have nothing more to talk about. There are so many delightful ways I've pictured you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Until next time.
This here got some fresh baked bread and good drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit what? When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durocht lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
You a Dark Elf lover? Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Never should have come here. Fight.
Those fools.
Son of a... Oh. Enough. This ends now.
This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters.
It's nothing.
This should be good.
Hurry! Watch what you're doing!
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah, here.
It's... Life on the river makes for weak legs, so I do a lot of walking when we dock.
If you're looking to hire the strongest mercenary in Skyrim, I'd wager your search is over.
Legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Looks like you've got some help already. I'll join you, but you'll have to let your comrade go. If you change your mind, seek me out here. Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
She was such a helpful young lass.
Beware, beware.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you've found him. There's no
I'm a
stronger
writer
sword
by
on
trade.
fire in all Skyrim.
I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim, made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work. Olaf, you're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this.
I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies, too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea, and obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King.
Spare a coin. Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going
Only
to
the
wait?
foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
There's no... You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did.
That's just what Ulfric wants you to think. If that's what you really believe, then you're a fool. Never had much patience for fools. Never a group of marauders attack a Nord village. Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed. A group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan. No troops. No investigation. Nothing.
People are still weighing
There's a
things
group
in
of
their
cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice. As long as they don't threaten Nord
How
land.
many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
That's a brave
Well
offer.
put, friend.
I'd be happy
Tell
to
me,
throw in
Galmar,
my coin behind
why do you
that.
fight for me?
You
I'd
deal
follow
with
you
them.
into the
I'll
depths
make
of
sure you get
oblivion.
paid.
You know that.
Maybe this old soldier will
but
throw in some
why do you
lessons
fight?
as well.
If not for me.
Show those marauders what Windhelm
I'll
justice
die
tastes
before
like.
elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breaths. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world. Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and see where we can best use you. Soon enough, we will march on Solitude. And on that day, the heroes of Sovngarde will march with us, and the Empire will fall to its knees in fear. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an Empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. I killed Torrik to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me, but that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrik. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. Not entirely true. Any nor my shouting. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
Aye.
The gods.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. But first, tell me, why's a Red Guard want to fight for Skyrim? You mistake me. I'm not saying no, just wondering about your intentions. We're not looking for sellswords. The Stormcloaks need dedicated men and women who are devoted to the cause and willing to die for it. Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? Can't fault anyone for that. As long as you hate the Empire as much as I do, that I can work with. All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. The kind men use to measure themselves. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment. When you kill that ice wraith, then we'll talk about you becoming a storm. Here, take this. You'll need it. Use it on the island. Don't lose it. That's all the help you're getting. Try not to die.
The storm? I'm not much of a strategist. For Ulfric? He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Grew up here, cold as Atmora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace. Don't need to pay me no mind. I'm the least important person in here.
Fight or die. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperial... Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim, and what did Torygg do? He and the Jarls that support Ulfric did right, and will cleave through the Legion to get to them. At first they called us that to belittle our cause. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim. We fight to make our land great. The sound of our fury is a storm about to... Ulfric's not running a social club. If you are, then you talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. Got to thinking. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings. I thought the Grey Quarter... Not a day goes by that I don't think... Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, it's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. That's all I ask.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. All my goods are legitimate. Of course nothing. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it work. I do some business. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Sneak that ring back to... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
Farm. Of course working for Beaufrida isn't my first choice. But what else can it do?
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care. Well, you see where we have to live. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here. Where else would we be? When the Red... Windhelm is the first city on that road. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal. The College of Winterhold is the... Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on a... Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
The Grey Quarters, the corner club's been filling up at night lately. I'll bet Elda up at Candlehearth is jealous.
My sister and I both work for the Nords.
I'm so...
Our brother is ashamed of us.
They're dead.
At least we can afford
My
to
mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? They're dead. My mama died when I was little. My father was a storm... I'm all alone. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well... Thanks anyway, I suppose.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? Quite the opposite, in fact. The soldiers are some of our best customers. It was Risad's idea to come here now, while the land is in turmoil, where others saw only danger. Yes? All right. But if you get arrested, do not blame it on me.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
You lost? Nothing tastes better than food you've grown yourself. Something magic about dirt and sunshine making food.